This one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never. To Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State. The Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Panthers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. So Georgia State's offense has the ball for the first time. And David, they've got a receiver that if he's able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
And you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Bolitnikov award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Simmons. Under fire. The sure hands, it's Wallace. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. You start the season, top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, best three-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
Quickly to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for room, it's Diggs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation of time of quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused.
Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Grab behind the line, it's right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterly. Those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Taylor has it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to UTSA. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Amos. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Amos. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first.
Trying to rumble in. And he will score! Touchdown, Rebels!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to block it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to
going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extending a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. On 1st down from their own 22. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
They stop it almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bears the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabs it in the middle. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You've thrown in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield is Simmons. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Let's go.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 20 points. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skilled position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. His drive will open from the 15. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. To the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm.
Breaks into the open. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Amos.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 28 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the catch. It's dribbling. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hurst. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Here's the heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Smashes ahead. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They're going to ride this running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Under fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Quarterback stays clean in the pocket on that touchdown pass. A little thank you is in order to the offensive line.
Maybe find them an NIL deal, right? Feed those guys. Go get them to a buffet. Take care of those big uglies up front, because when you have that kind of pocket, you should take advantage of it. You should be able to make big plays, and he does.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught behind the line. It's Diggs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer if you're the defensive coordinator. You've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet be different.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on 2nd down. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robinson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Looking downfield at Simmons. Makes the grab. For 37.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in. It's Diggs. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll go to the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Got out of trouble and throws. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Riles. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz here. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Amos. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. All right, guys, let's chat about Georgia State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle.
There he goes. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. caught in the backfield. It's Amos.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Eastern Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're facing a third down. To the air, it's Simmons. Pulls it in, it's Diggs. Turns it on at midfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give is to Taylor. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to fire. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your...
It's caught. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Hurts. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Panthers want to move quickly. To the air on second down. Got the quick pass. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped it. Gonna swing it on second down. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not
All right, guys, let's kick this one off.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another SEC rival, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Oh, shoot, I forgot to do something. Hold on, guys.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Got it behind the line. It's long. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have its first possession of the game. Snagged in the middle, it's Wallace.
Good job of reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
To the air, it's Simmons. Grab near the marker, it's Wallace. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got it in the middle. It's Stribling. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle.
They'll go for it. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they
their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Rebels have this offense rolling. Wants to throw it. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Everybody knows how difficult the SEC schedules are. You hear about it from every team there. It's hard to explain how a team like Ole Miss, all of that firepower, all of that ability, dumps a home game to a bad Kentucky team for the first time since 1964. That one basically kept them out of the playoffs.
And I think one of the biggest surprises in that game was how Ole Miss could not protect Jackson Dart. Their offensive line got abused by Kentucky up front. David, they were way more physical in the trenches. We'll see if that happens again today.
And I'll never forget that Stoops fourth down call in his own territory that comes through. They make the big play. Ole Miss's offense sputtered. Their defense wasn't elite like we're accustomed to, and it kept them out of the playoffs.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Lee. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Wallace. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Kent State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes...
Brings it to the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Across the 25. He's got room. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Hauls it in. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw it, Simmons. Finds his man. It's hot. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses that phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they're looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago, they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Turning it on. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offense and defensive lines, that was the strength of their team that allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant. Palmer reloading a lot of guys in those new spots.
Including a quarterback. No more Jackson Dart. Obviously, he was a huge part of their success. The last several years, really, you always expect Lane Kiffin to find a good one, but this year that position's got to play well.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is go.
Guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's 2nd and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Rebels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield. And they'll spot it in the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to this progression.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job on the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have
Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, in the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champions, the Virginia Tech Hokies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFB, and let's get it going. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Hokies offense is on the field for the first time today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team, which won a conference championship, is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Game moves the ball to the 43. First down coming up. Obvious false start there, moving too early. False start offense. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. He's brought down out at the 46.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Looking downfield. It's Watson. Grab down the middle. It's Wiggins. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Looking to throw here. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Caught over the middle. It's Adams. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking for some space. It's Tatum. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
3rd and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Wiggins. They make the tackle, but nice game. Sets him up 1st down at the 14.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
They'll run it to the right side. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
The Hokies line up with a 1st and goal. Grabbed by the receiver. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep him short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Hokies, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Oklahoma Sooners offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Drop off caught by the running back. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. DB's backing off from the line now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The Sooners will have to kick this away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They're going to run it. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and trying to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. On the move now. He's looking to scramble. The pass is incomplete, but a flag down on the field, so let's check this out. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Hokies will bring their punt team onto the field.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down. The sure hands. It's Wheeler. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
It's an out route. The catch made. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Throwing up play action. Looking deep down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. The pass rush gets home. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. We play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback.
And the Sooners bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team will bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, it's Virginia Tech in the lead, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Running back with the football.
Pat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
They'll give it to the back. They stop him, but it's a first down.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this first down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones and David Wilson and Lee Suggs. And now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. And there's the handoff. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
Back to throw. It's Watson. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football. He makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Over the middle, it's Wheeler. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes a move and breaks free. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Grab behind the line, it's Wheeler. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. It's a solid game.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. The quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, that wide receiver screen came close to hitting a seam, but the defense is just flowing to the football too quickly, and they kept him to a short gain.
try and muscle for the first down. He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Sooners will line up to kick it away. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. That punch sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Grab behind the line. It's Wiggins. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Wiggins. Breaking free at midfield. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
So this offense is threatening now. Ball inside the 40 after that explosive play. The shotgun running play call. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
The Hokies are going to cash in here in the red zone. The shotgun handoff here. Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The Hokies line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal now, a chance to claim even more momentum before the halftime break. And they're trying to punch it in here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Makes the grab. It's Black. Squad down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Grab down the middle. It's Tease. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout and talk strategy.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
They look to throw it here on second down. Touchdown, Sooners, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors for our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Will kick this away to get the second half going. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. To start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in this second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws it to the right. Wide open downfield. Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Play action here on 1st down. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30. The Sooners begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Tease. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
And the Sooners are in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he stopped just short down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half.
They come roaring back now. That kind of execution for a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got it with room to run. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the 1st down. Was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Tatum. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
Ball handed off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. A play action looking to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 24-yard attempt. Should be automatic. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. QB decides to keep it here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Breaks an open space. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39. The Sooners come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Getting set. Here's second down. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The Sooners churn out another first down. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
So Virginia Tech, Kirk, is on top at the moment, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's that defense shifting again. Second down, we're going to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put his safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, that one's...
There we go.
He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Set up for the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game on 17 here in the fourth. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Catch made over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
4th down RPO looking left. And the Sooners are looking to keep this drive going.
Fourth down conversions through the air like this are always a huge sigh of relief, not only for the quarterback who's battling nerves, but the receiver as well.
Caught by the receiver. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Oh, he makes the catch. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Moves out of the pocket. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Sooners. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, this is what makes this quarterback so dangerous. There's just only so much a defense can do to contain him. He is so fast. You can plan for it all you want, but planning and the execution are two different things.
Now the order point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming out from the 17-yard line. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Looking for a gap. It's Tatum. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And now the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He hands it off from the gun.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the 1st down.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the 1st down marker to set up 4th down. Really good job by the defensive tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that 1st down marker.
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Tees. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Wheeler. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wheeler. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Looking to throw yet again. Caught near the sticks. It's Wheeler. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there. Press coverage now from the secondary. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh my goodness, go!
They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. And the quarterback keeps it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that previous play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Near the sticks, it's Tatum. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Hokies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
I think we're starting to kind kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Wheeler. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's Wheeler. Wow, juke the first tackle. That was enough to make the first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Tackle is made at the 4 on first down and goal. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The pass rush closing in. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Boy, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
UHC is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And with this one wrapped up, the quarterback will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last season's national champions, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense making their way on the field today. So here we are at the semifinal stage, the final 4 teams with a chance to win a championship. Every stage of the playoff, Kirk, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more pressure. And now the winner tonight can head off to the national championship game.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how much is at stake for both of these teams. And to me, what I've learned in watching these playoffs, the bigger that they've gotten, is that the teams that are able to deal with the mental aspects of the game and deal with the challenges that come with that. Who can endure this pressure is the team that's going to have the advantage and eventually is going to advance to the national championship.
They bring it down after a short gain there.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Quarterback still with the football. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great job by this defense on this 2nd down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle. That'll keep him short of the 1st down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got 4th down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it. That is enough for a 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Watson. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
It's a run. The running back's got it.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So Notre Dame's offense comes out for their first possession today. Let's check the impact players in this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down play coming up. Short connection to the tight end here. Powering through a tackle. Look at that powerful running. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Short completion there. Second down coming up. To the air. It's Carr. A short completion to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the outside that can make plays to have a chance of winning these big games.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking for a gap. It's Davis.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we've got a big fourth down coming up.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And that one straight down the middle. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's 4th down. the Hokies will have to punt this one away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Back to pass. It's Carr. He escapes the pocket. Gets into space at the 50. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He fires downfield. Grab down the middle. It's Larson. Run down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Tailback with another carry. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
They get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The receiver grabs it. Solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. It's a shotgun run call. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards and keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The ball is caught, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Heading left after the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Caught behind the line. It's Wiggins. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Scanning the field. It's Watson. And it's caught. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone for the first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Stopped right there, but it's first and goal at the 5.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first down, it's play action. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Beat on the first play, moves into the 43. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Grab down the middle, it's Williams. And the junior with some excellent work after making the catch.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Here's the second down play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Backed up this close to the red zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decided to take care of the football and look toward the second half. First down, looking to throw the football. Pass complete on a crossing route. And a timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And they bring them down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from the slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Looking to pass here on second down. The ball is caught. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's one of the things I love about this him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Back to throw. It's Watson. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Still losing by 14 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
There's the handoff. Inside the 45. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain there, but he comes up short, and the clock runs out to end the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchdown. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half is a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it.
Wide open downfield.
And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Moves at the 45. Breaks into the clear. At the 10 now.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out.
After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3.
Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Here they just rely on the big boys up front to get a good push, get some tough yards to put 6 points up on the board.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Receiver in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the move now. Using his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
On the ground, it's Tatum. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
And here we see the quarterback read the second-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
Play fake, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And looking to throw now on first down. The pass is intercepted. He's bringing it back.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they